voice is in my sword.
How you doing, Corey?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How are you, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. I mean, you must have had so much fun playing Macduff, you know, and I wonder like if you have a favorite, like my favorite line of yours is when you was like, all my pretty ones. Did you say all? Did you have like a favorite line out of the
I think it's probably in there. I mean, a lot of my favorite lines are lines other people say. But for Macduff, I think honestly, the most grounding line and one of the most haunting ones is for me that Macduff says in that scene is he has no children. And it's the moment when he realizes that the legacy that he built with his wife, Lady Macduff, and her, you know, it's all gone. And that's when it all sort of drops in for him, his duty and what he needs to do. But yeah, there is that moment of like when he's asking, he's like, all of them? And he says yes, a lot, you know, he's like, yeah, they're all, you know, and he can't wrap his mind around it. It's just a non-compute, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I could go on and on about all the lines in this film.
why is Shakespeare and these plays still like why do we still feel them today? Like why do they seem to be relevant in every era that we're in?
Well, you know, as I say, I think the storylines have been the same for hundreds and hundreds of years, right? The only thing that changes are the characters, are the players, as Shakespeare would say. So the same things he was talking about back then, kings and queens and palace intrigue, it's all the same, you know, it's all still there. And it's just, you know, we exist on this earth and we pass on. And but the same things, the same themes are things that we're interested in. And people love the poetry of it. You might not understand every single line, every single thing, but you feel it, you know?
I gotta ask you about the late great Sidney Poitier. I know that you played a character that was like his fiction was playing as his son in 6 Degrees of Separation on Broadway. But can you just speak on like what he, like some of his impact to everybody and to you personally?
Well, he was one of Denzel's idols, you know, and he is Denzel is the fruit of Sidney's labor. And so that's special. I got the opportunity to do that play you're talking about. That was 6 Degrees of Separation at the same theater that Sidney Poitier did Raisin in the Sun on Broadway, and the same one that Denzel came back years later and did it on Broadway. And so I got the opportunity to play on that stage after that. And it was just filled with this sort of spirit that he represents, man. God rest his soul. He was, you know, breaking glass ceilings all over the place. And but he was a man of integrity, I think, first. And, you know, I think in today's world, integrity is just important. And before you start talking about the acting and the, you know, everything else and the fame, you have to have that first. And so I'm just blessed that I got to live in the time when we have, you know, that we got to have Sidney Poitier, and that I get to watch his work for years to come. And the times when we have, you know, Denzel Washington and now to work with them, it's, you know, through extension, it's just it's a blessing. It's a blessing, and I'm glad he blessed us, you know, with his time on earth. Legend, God rest his soul.
Macbeth, you're my favorite Macduff, and I'll always be rooting for you, brother, and everything you do, man. I'm a big fan of yours, so thanks for the time, man.
I appreciate you, man. It's good to see you again.